And I'm in now. Hello, good morning. Let's see what I have here. Well, I'm going to get this other stuff done real quick and hope that you can hear me. Let's go here and do this real quick. Good morning. Morning, Manny. Let's see, that's there. I should be able to hear that. I have that on. Manny, can you hear me in the pit room? Let's see. I have this on. Anyway, I'll get this other stuff done real quick and then we'll have to worry about that. 1440. So let's edit this. Edit. X that. Okay. I'm a few days behind because I'm catching up from my move. It's hell to be behind. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Here, do the same thing. That. Come on, get rid of that. Right there, come on. Ooh, whoa. Get rid of that. And then here. Nope, here. I think I missed one right here. And let's get rid of that. That. And there. Come on. Okay, 480. 480. 480. move this up. Pair 480. Oh wow, 480 overnight last night was right there. Let's see. It's open 741, close 39.75. So I will just do this. Since it's going up, use 39.75, 39.75, 39.75. Edit. Humpty Dumpty. Why can I hear that in there? 39.75. And then it was last night. This was yesterday. And that low was that close. 77.22 quarter. It opened 77.22. So that's out. That was that overnight. That's out. So this is going to come out. Up. Edit. See that? There you go. Okay. Now I go to 60. 60. We have 60. 60. And I have to get this volatility in. Start reports. Download today's report again. 6.8. One second, right there. Trade chat. Downloads. 6.8. Right there. Hmm. 13. 11.6. 11.6. 1.6. Edit chart. Backspace 1.6. Okay. Let me see. 76.88. 28. Okay. Very good. We still have a lot of time to get started here. I'm just putting my numbers or updating my charts. I still need my pad for my floor under my desk here. Otherwise, my chair's rolling around a little too much. Let's see. 2. Is it there? Capture image. Yes. Yes, space. 8 28 minus 2026. And it is 8:48, 8:48. HSVT. That. Edit this chart. Edit. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get 11.6. Okay, 11.6. 8. Okay. Save all pages. Let's change this. Edit. And that is 1821, 1821, and that becomes 29,365, 29,36544. Yes, great. Save all pages. Up. Again, save all pages. Close. Go NAS. NAS. Wow. 1440. 1440. I'm doing my time, time fractal charting. So all these horizontal lines. Let's see, 1440. And I haven't updated this for a few days, the NASDAQ, because I've been moving. Let's delete that. So edit chart. Come on, edit chart. Edit. Delete that. And delete this. X that. All right, close below 94.42. 94.42. Oh, that's really old. So that makes that. And then I can do this. I'm doing this. Gotta fix my chair from rolling back. And I can't do that till I get the mat. It's a little, slows this thing from rolling down. I get that later on this morning. Let's see. It is, get rid of this. This, and this. Come on, right there. I'm telling you, it really took a lot out of me to move over the last couple of weeks. It's been looking forward to a weekend of getting a little more rest. Get rid of that ratio, get rid of that, and that. So that's all that. Now I can go to the 480. 480. Oh, I'm gonna have to put this down a little bit. The sun's coming up. Shining in my eyes. 480. See if we get going here. So that held. This comes out. That's just it is. 480 here. 480 there. So let's do this. Come on. $480 there. Gold. Edit that. Edit. Oh, get rid of that. Rid of that. think this is here. There. So let's do this gold. Come on. Gold and gold 29. 12. So we'll put this on the bottom. Up. Come on. Here. Bottom. There you go. Now I can, and this has got to be gold. Gold. And that's 29.6, 29.365.44, 29.365.44. Minus 1, so that's not in there yet. 29.365.44, so that's 18.21. 18.21. Edit 18.21. And that makes it 29.365.40. What is it? 44. 18.21. 1821. 1821, 29.365.41. We have 44. And that's 29.82, 88. Okay, it's close enough. So 96, 60, 60, and save. Save all pages. Well, if it gets above this 29,709, there's really nothing to stop it from moving quite a bit to the upside. That's what that's looking like right there. We'll go over that in a second, though. Let's see. Can you guys in the pit room hear me? Anybody in the pit room? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm ready to get started. I just want to make sure that people are hearing me. Let me go here to my handle room. Nobody there either. I don't see anybody there yet. Pit room. Good morning. Oh, let's see if I have my sound turned on. Pit room. Chat. It's getting kind of strange that nobody's saying anything yet. Let me get this other thing going real quick while we're waiting. I'm going to call Danny real quick and see if he hears me. Where's my phone? Let's see what the fruits for. Hey Siri, call Danny Riley.
Calling Danny Riley.
I guess I can take this off. So put that on right now.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hey Siri, call Marlon Cobb.
Calling Marlon Cobb.
Just want to see if anybody's hearing me, because I don't know what's happening there yet. I want to make sure. Hey Marlon, can you hear me in the pit room? I've asked, and I don't know if anybody's in there because I can't see that. You can hear me in there? Okay, well, as long as you can hear me. Yeah, I'm getting it straightened out. Trust me, I cleaned off behind me, but it's still a mess. And anyway, as long as they can hear me in there, I'm all good to go. I gotta get some stuff up. Thank you. And if you ever can't hear me, please text me or call me real quick, and I'll straighten it out. Okay, thank you. I'm ready to roll. Bye. Okay, well, somebody can hear me, so there. I want to get this. I want to get the morning gap stats going here. So let's go here and get this. Morning works, basic gap stats. We'll get these going. And okay, let's see. So did I have these just at 8:26 and 27? So I did. So I can move this copy. Move this. Say 26. Clear this. Import this. And this is ES. And I downloaded this for this morning. 8:28. Open. Come on. Where we go there? Paste this here. Do the 4:15 close. And that is go here. 77.35.25. Whoop. Oh, what the fuck? You know what I did? I did something wrong. I was downloading some data last night, so I did this backwards. Let me go grab this real quick. New. I forgot that I did that. I download this data 2 different ways, amongst other things. So let's see. I had to go to uploader page. Go here. Go here. Data export, but not reverse order. I exported it reverse order. That was wrong. Okay. Close. Export. Data export. And now I've changed that so it's not reverse order. Okay. Close. Close. Close this. Now I can go back to that and fix that. So there you go in there. Let's do this. Okay, let's go back here to here. Let me grab this again. I can close that. Close that. Save. That was yesterday's VDB. This tells where the market's going to close. Yesterday it said it would close at the cash would close at 77.20, close at 77.30.99, which was right up here. That was about the highest it could close without really boiling over. So that's, but anyway, let's see. Let's close that and then go back here. And now I can get this. Oh, come on. Right there. Come on. Damn it. Right here. Now clear this. Clear this. Import. Now I have this right. Correct. And this is this. Oh, come on. And let's paste this up there. And then get this. 73.25, and it was 77.35.25, 77.35.25, 77.41.25, 7741.25. Enter. There you go. Now let's see. Show 1550 and that's 850. Okay, that's good. And now go to save that. NASDAQ. Move data. Clear. Import. Should be all the way to the end. Import. 828 right there. And paste this here. And that is, by the way, these numbers that I'm looking at, I put the sheets in the room there. You can look at the chat and get my sheets for today. See, that is 29,691.75. 29,691.29,691.75. 29,691.75. Enter. There you go. This is such a small gap in the NQ. It will definitely fill, but we'll have, let's see. I'm going to go get the sheets right now. So this is right here, file. Morning gap stats, update. So 63% that the ES fills the gap, 88% that the NQ fills the gap. These are the basic gap stats. I can close this because that's wrong. I'm going to do this. I'm going to move this up here. And I'll put this in a window where you guys can see this. So let's go here. Go here to screen share. Let's do and start sharing. start sharing. And this, I'm just going to do the window. And that is up right there. Right there. Come on. Window. Hold on. Let me hide this. Hide that. Hide that. I have a lot of windows showing here. Share. There you go. Okay. You guys should see that basic morning gap stats now. They're showing 86% now that the SPU fills the gap. It's 14 higher, so that would mean that it would go lower, and 88% that the NASDAQ fills the gap. Well, 11 points in the NASDAQ, that's a really small gap. So I'm gonna move this over here, and let's look at the sheets real quick. Get you a little familiar. Does anybody in the pit room just want to comment real quick that they hear me and sounds okay? Sound check. Okay, thank you, Terry. Terry, did you see that right above where you just, I put my PDF for this morning's, all the stuff I do for the indices. Yeah, and let's just take a look at that real quick, and then we'll go over my charts, and then we'll get started. Terry, also, do you see the gap stats that I put in there? It shows that the blue box, 86%, and that's on the ES side. Let me scroll this up a little bit so I see if I can get this right there. Well, yeah, 86% ES is going to fill the gap, and 88% that the NASDAQ will fill that morning gap. And those gaps go to the 415 settlement price. So let's look at my sheets real quick so we see what's going on there. Sheets. I'll just pull this over here so everybody can see what I'm looking at. This is my pro pivot sheet. I've done a copy of this for like 20 years, some version of it. And this is just the open, high, low, cash close, which is the 4 o'clock close, and then the 415 settlement price, which is the settlement price that I use. Long story behind that, but we'll cover that in some of them. There's the daily change, and there's the fair value for today, 1260 and 6040 for the NASDAQ. That means that the futures should be running about $12.60 over the cash. That's fair value, and the futures should be 60 points over the cash for the NASDAQ. And then this is just some pivot levels that I have, and here's the first and second standard deviation levels. And one standard deviation today in the ES is 46.97, and in the NASDAQ, one standard deviation is 282.56. And there was the implied volatilities that it was running at yesterday at the close, 1160 and 1821 for the NAS. So then using those 415 settlement prices, one standard deviation up would take you to a price of 77.8222. Yeah, and that means that like 68% of the time, the market will not exceed that price, and 95.5% of the time it won't exceed 2 standard deviations, and 99.99 3 standard deviations. So you just add that 46 to that, but we'll see that in a different sheet. So anyway, if you go to the first sheet, these are the ETFs that I follow. And these are the SPX up and down, and QQQs, TQQQ. I don't know if any of you guys trade any of that stuff, but that's the open, high, low, close for all these ETFs. Some of them are levered, and there's the implied volatilities of them, and the same story here. Here's 1, 2, and 3 standard deviation up, and then like 1% up, 1% up, and 0.5%, 1.5%, 2%. Anyway, and then the downside, and then this, we're going to look at this. These are the intraday ranges. Prior day, the opening range, and my opening range goes from 9:30 to 9:55. I look at the first 25 minutes, and I do some other stuff more in depth, and but that's anyway. Well, I'll talk about that at a different time. Anyway, here's the 5-day minimum has been 925. The max has been 27. 10 days, 925. That's the same story there, and the max has been 27.75. Volatility's come down a lot over the last few weeks, and then the first hour has been 23-ish, and you can see it was the 30 days 36, so it's really come down a lot. But what you can expect basically is if you hit this average here, or below this average, as long as you don't exceed that average, you can pretty much expect range expansion the first hour, and then by the end of the day, it's been, see, look at it, 30-day, it's been 62 for the daily range. It's really come in last 10 days. It's only been 40. We're kind of right in there right now. So this, we're going around 40 per day. So that's pretty much what you can expect for a range, especially now that NVIDIA's earnings, are over and whatnot. So if you can see that the first 30 minutes has been like half the daily range. So you can expect expansion, usually in the direction of the breakout of the daily range. Usually, not always. So that's that. And NASDAQ statistics, we'll go over those too after the opening and in the first hour. And then the strikes in play, that's something a little different, more complicated. It's for an option strategy. And then here's the 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations up and down, and then the like a 0.5% change, 1%, 2%. I have statistics on how often all that works out. Anyway, it's and these for the sake of keeping things constant and not having to change a lot of stuff. This number here can sometimes be greater than this or less than this. These 0.5%, 1, 1.5, and 2% changes are they're in sequence, but not necessarily sequence with the 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations up and down. Anyway, these are 1 day, 1 standard deviation projections. And here's the same thing, volatility projection matrix. This is weekly. Well, and I start out at the beginning of the week as a 5-day. Let's see, it's 22. We're gonna have to get on the chart here pretty quick. But I start out at a 5-day, and then it goes 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll give a deeper explanation of that some other time. Same story here. These are the weeklies. I can't show the weeklies because I didn't do them Monday because I was moving last Monday. Anyway, so and these are the order of the support and resistance with everything combined into these pivot and volatility levels. So this sheet here, this is page 10. There's the implied volatility, 11.6% for the ES, fair value, the range, and the daily change. That was from yesterday. And then there's one standard deviation. And then, so here is the cash close. That's the 4 o'clock close. Here's the 4:15 settlement price. And right now we're trading at ES is trading at 77.47.75. 77.47.75. So it's above this cash close. It's below yesterday's high. It's below this R1, well below the 1SD. It should go fill this gap. Because the probability is 80%, 86% that it will fill the gap. So that's probably going to happen. So it's going to probably go down. And then after that, same story. This is for the Russell and the Russell cash, the Dow and the Dow cash. And then here's this, and this keeps track of the SPX, NDX, Russ, and Dow, and that's 52-week high, 2026 high, all the cash numbers, and then there's prior year prices. These are daily range stats. We won't go into that right now, but anyway, that's what all those sheets are for. So let's go here and look at, and let me just check one thing real quick. I want to jump back into my room. Morning, Yan, you hear me? Yan? Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm in the pit room broadcasting today too, so I'm in both rooms. Okay, here's the ES. It's breaking down below the BGL. That's always a negative. It should fill that gap. Let me do this real quick. That should fill that gap. I want to go here. And we'll look at this real quick. Here. 23. So there we go. You go here. Okay. So let's look at these charts real quick. This remember I said this should fill the gap in the ES and Q. Get back here to this, and that appears to be where they're headed right now, down to fill this gap. And that's the settlement price, 77.3525. And the NASDAQ, that is, let's go here. That's right there. They're below it. They're trading lower right now, so they will trade back up at some point in time. But it's too close to take into any kind of trade right there. But the ES, I mean, it's a very high probability, and I've been saying that for the last 20, 30 minutes. So if you get short a little earlier, you get money now. And I mean, they can bounce up at the opening, but right now they should fill this gap. And let's look at the we only have 3 minutes. Let's look at Ichimoku real quick. Here's the bonds. They look like they've rebounded a little bit, but and I want to see if we have any 10 o'clock numbers. But first, let's look at the ES and see what this is looking like on Ichimoku on the 1440. it's this is all bullish. It's above the cloud. But it could trade down or trade up a little. Either way, it's kind of going to be dependent on what the NASDAQ does. I think at this point in time, what some of those chip stocks do. NASDAQ, same story. But you can see we've been kind of range bound for a long time here. So it's been a big range, but it's still range bound. But NASDAQ still needs to go take out this high. And we're going to look at, after the opening, we're going to look at what the last couple of days of the month tend to do. In fact, let's see if I can get that done real quick right now. I updated this yesterday. Let's see here, 28. Let's see, I gotta go out here, up. Fourth to last, third to last, second to the last day of the month. That's today, second to the last day of the month. So let's take a look at this real quick and see what that normally does. So we'll get all of them, and then we'll just look at August real quick. If I can get this quick enough, come on, come on, come on. There's a lot of stuff in here, so this takes a little while to run sometimes, but we'll have an idea about what statistically the second to the last day of the month is done. Let's see. We will make this August. Let's see. And I'm going to change. So the last day of August, it's still calculating. It's going to be a little bit. Let me just put this down real quick so we can see what we got going here. NAS went lower. SPYGATE is a little higher right now, but it's still showing that it should fill that gap. It disconnects here. NAS should rally back, and SPYGATE should. Oh, there it is, right there. 1075. So let's see. Oh, here. There, 5. There we go. So I think we can look at this other stuff real quick. Let me get back here and check this. Okay. So I have to fix. I downloaded some data yesterday and it didn't. It's not completely in. I'm gonna have to clean this up and we'll look at this in like 20 minutes after I fix this. Clear this, and I'll fix that in one little bit, and then we'll look at this. I just have to drag some numbers down. Let's move this up here right now. Move this over here for the time being. Close this. So let's see, ES. Let's go here. Mark this. MQ and mark this. Come on. Let's see, open both those indices. Oh, yeah, it is kind of quiet, Danny. Let's see. Let's see. Create. One more thing. Hmm. Well, the nails got on it and filled the gap. Of course, it was down. The SPU did not. If once they start trading above the BGL, it's always kind of a hard to short that. Let me go see if I can fix this now. I'm waiting for something else. AT. Here, look at this. Okay. A lot of stats in here. I'm looking at my stuff so I can see what is problem there. Let's see. So that is unchanged. Down days. Oh. A-N-A-K. There it is. Unhide. I actually had this right. I had something hidden here. Unhide. Create. Here. Unhide. I thought I didn't have something fixed, but I actually had this hidden, so I didn't see the stat. It kind of threw me for a loop. Anyway, let's see. Unhide. Now let's go out here and do this again. So I'm going to go here and grab the second to the last day of the month. Second to the last day of the month, right here. And this is all months, and then I'll take it to August. We'll take a look and see what's going on there. Yes, I can. I have a chart of Intel, and we'll take a look at that. We're just going to look at the second to the last day of the month, and then we'll look at the last day of the month for August. So we see what those last couple of days are doing. Intel's really strong today. Well, let's see. We got that. Now let's go to daily change. So this is all days. The second to the last day of the month tends to be a little better than the total days. Actually, I have to update this stat right here, but it's 56% versus 53% for all days. But now let's go and look at just August. And we'll go here and scroll out here a little bit. And we'll just look at August and see what that's doing. Okay, this database goes back to like 1980, so there's 47. Go to daily change. So the last day of August, second to the last day of August, tends to be a little negative. It's been up 21 times, down 26 times. Slight negative, nothing really that you can tell. There's other things that I could look at, but let's see when it's on a Friday. Let's just go see what happens if it's on a Friday, because that's happened 7 times. Usually it's on Thursday, but that's the most. But let's see what happens when it's on a Friday. If there's anything significant on Fridays. Oh, damn. And let's see. Nothing there. It's 4 and 3 out of those 7 days. Now let's take a look at the last day of the month for August. So I'll clear this. Not usually. I mean, I only go on. We use those statistics when it's something really super big. Let's see. Let's go here and do this. Create. Preview. Place. Oh, hold on. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oops. Well, let's see. Yeah, I gotta go here and look at this. Let's see. Go to end of month. Here's the last day. End of month end close. Right here. Let's just do this. Month end close. Let's go here and we'll get this. Then we'll just look at August month ends. Okay. So now let's see, we got going here. So this is all month ends. It's pretty much a 50-50, but now let's go to let's go to here and pick just August and see what the last day of August has been out of these 47 years in the database. Ooh. And then we'll look at Intel in a second. And we'll look at the opening range stats too when they get done. So 47 years. August has been yeah, pretty even. I mean, nothing outstanding. It's been up 25, down 22. This is all since 1980. So I don't see any really strong edge there anywhere. So nothing earth shattering there. We can look at September, the first day of September here in a little bit, but so far nothing. You know, it's basically it's 50-50. I mean, they're close enough that there's no statistical edge in seeing anything there. So let's look at the first day of the month, and then we'll look at the every couple minutes till the open range is established. It's clear here. Clear here, dear. Clear here, and then we'll look at the first day of the month, and then we'll look at Intel. Let's see. So let me go there. Now let's go back here to beginning of month in 1 second. As soon as this quits, what it's doing here. Okay. And here's the first trade day of the month. Right here. So we'll see what that's doing. And then we'll look at September. And we'll look at Intel. So let's just look at this. The first trading day of the month, and this is all 518 months since 1980. Generally, it's usually it's got a better probability of being up. I mean, out of those, this is statistically significant. It's almost 59 versus 41. So that's significant. But now let's go to September and see what September's been. September's the worst month of the year, statistically speaking. It's been a money loser. In fact, if you'd have been out of the market in September since 1980, you'd be up like 1,000 more points. I have to update my monthly database before I can look at that. Again, I'll do that this weekend so I can look at it Monday. Anyway, might even update that today. I've been moving for the last few weeks. Sold my house, moved to, we downsized. We're in Denver now instead of Louisville up by Boulder, and I'm really liking it. I probably should have done it a long time ago. Anyway, let's see. So here's September. And it should be missing something. Let me go to daily change and see what I'm missing. 25, 24, 26, 17, 16. Sometimes some of this 504. Yeah, here I'm missing this 03. I don't know why I didn't pick that up. 399.98. I'm missing a few in here. I'm gonna have to go check this code out real quick. Let me just slide this over here and see why. I did, Danny. I lost like 12 pounds. It was just. I mean, it was so much work. Let me clear this out. And go see why this didn't pick up all of these last days. Son of a bitch. Intel's just going, and I just sold it thinking I could buy it back a little cheaper. Can't do that. Yes, I shouldn't have. Guess I should have done that today. Oh well. A 50-cent dip and I'll be back in the money. Let's see. Let me go out here and see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here with this first day of the month. And why it's not picking up every day. Let me just check this out. First trade day of the month. Let me see if I have it over here. First trade day of the month. Go here. I have two of these in here, so one of them is right, one of them is wrong. There we go. Now let's go back here and see this. Let's see what they have here. Should have 5 something, 552. Okay. 510 over there. I don't know why that's missing. So we go to here. And that's 50. Now go to months and then select September. This is going to be right. September, okay. Okay. Okay, I just calculated this. September, now it's got it right. 46 years of data. And let's go to daily change. And this is the first day of September is exactly 50-50. Remember, September's the worst month of the year, though. It's statistically, it's been down. It's the only month that's been down more times than it's been up in 46 years. Every other month has been up more than it's been down. They've all had down months, but September's had more down months than up months. And it's the only month of the year that's like that. This year could be different, but that is, so Monday is a 50-50 day. And let's see if, I mean, Tuesday, it's because that's going to be on a Tuesday this year. So let me see if that has any effect on it. Let's go look at the day of the week. So Tuesday is it's going to be on a Tuesday, so that's like pretty normal. First day of the month. And there's something else I was thinking about last night, and that was Labor Day, because Labor Day is usually the first weekend. This year it's going to be like a little late. We can look at that Labor Day holiday too. So when this first day of the month is on a Tuesday, let's see what happens. There you go. I thought I sold too early, but I was just scalping in and out. I'm gonna be good. So this is 27 times on a Tuesday. When the first day of the month is on a Tuesday, this is a definite negative. It's on Tuesday, it's down, and when the prior day, and you can see that sometimes these are Fridays because of Labor Day, and Labor Day is late this year. I think it's the 7th. I got to check my calendar. Where is my calendar? I thought I threw it on the floor someplace. Anyway, I don't have everything up in here yet. My office is an absolute disaster, but I'm getting there. So yeah, let's see. Let's see if Monday is an up day. See if Monday's down. Let's just see if Monday's an up day. See if the day before is an up day. I'm looking at whether it's Monday or not. We'll just I have to look. If the day before is an up day, meaning the end of the month. The last day of August is positive. What does that do to this? Right here, and it will tell us in a second. If the last day of August is positive, wow. If the last day of August is positive, and the first day of September is on a Tuesday, it's down 9 and only up 4. So that's definitely could be a negative if whatever day. And let's see if this is just on Mondays. Looks like there's only one Monday because it doesn't happen very often, and it definitely fits that pattern. So let's clear this. Clear that, and then look and see if it's down, what happens. If the last day of the month is down. So let's go here, come on. If the last day of the month is down instead of up, if it's up, definitely it's a higher probability that the first day of the month will be down. If the last day of the month is down, we'll see here, it's calculating out. It's 50-50, no edge there. So it's just if the last day of the month is up, the first day of the month tends to be down, no correlation for the other if it's a down. Now let's look here and see what we got going here. This looks like it's breaking out the downside. We're going to get range expansion and we're going to get it to the downside. So That's what I'm seeing right here. We'll take a look at this. But range expansion should be to the downside. Damn it. Edit that, take that off. Delete that. I meant to do this. Now let's put this in. Range expansion to the downside. We should add this in already. It's going to be right here. So, we had a 10 o'clock number that like went through both sides of the range. This is a small range that was 43 to 58. That's 15 points, and the range was averaging around 20. But there it filled the gap finally, and it did range expansion. Now that range is 20 something. So that basically met our expectation. And then if you shorted that, you just had to hang on for a long time. But I still think it's going to expand to the downside more. That's what it's looking like here. Further expansion downside. So the NAS is going to be the same thing. The NAS, same thing. They had that 9 o'clock number that just almost took out this high by just a couple ticks, and I'm looking for this to expand to the downside here. It's below the BGL. We're up on the week. I think it's going to expand to the downside. Anyway, that's what I'm looking for. Expansion to the downside. Yeah, expansion to the downside. And it could be quite a bit. So this looks like it's going to expand to the downside more. Remember, let's go look at those sheets real quick. I know I have this over here someplace already, but let's look at this again. Here's we were a little smaller than the average. The average has been 19, 20 over the last 10 days, and we were like 15 today. And the first hour has been like basically 23, 24. So we just expanded and hit that. But the day has been running about 40 over the last 10 days, way in from what it was, 30 days ago. So I'm thinking that we're going to have range expansion down 40 points here from right now. Let's see see what this range is. Let's see, 40 points from the range right now is, move this over here a second. So both things filled the gap. The range right now is, that high, 77, 60, 50. So 40 points will take it down to 70, 20, 77, 20. It's almost there. So, and could it go more? Yeah, but I think it should still go down a little more. The NASDAQ, the daily range has been running around 270-ish, 270 over the last 10 days. It was 284 yesterday. 218's been the small end of that range. And let's see what we got going here. This high is, what is that high? $707, 29,707 minus 270, just 29,400-ish, 29,430. This should still go down like 50 more points, but so I'm looking for both these to still go a little bit lower. Not much, but a little bit. Let's see, JB, you wanted to see Intel. I keep this chart of Intel up. Let's see, got this right here. Let's take a look at this. It's like my 1440. There's Intel right there. I haven't done any chart work on it, but it's holding this big long-term average right here. As long as it doesn't dip back down below like this 85.33 where that average is coming in, I think it's all good to roll. We'll probably get a bounce to go higher, but it may be a little while. It's kind of bearish being under the cloud, being like it is on this longer term chart. Let's look at the next time fractal that I look at. That's the 480. This is also still bearish. It's got to get back above this, above through here and above the cloud, but we're about to get a bullish cross here. So if it trades out here a few more days, we get a bullish cross. Let's see what we got going here. Up. And let's look at the 240. 240. Yeah, same story on all these time fractals right now. It's kind of bearish, but this 240, this one, we're starting to get a bullish cross here for the first time in quite a while on this. 120, I go down 120. Oh, my chair's sliding back. I got to get my mat back in here in the office. Yeah, they definitely got a bull cross here in the 120. And so the 60 should be bull cross too, and that will, but it's still got to get back above the cloud. The 60 might be back above the cloud here. Yeah, 60 is actually back above the cloud. Nice, oh wow, a nice double bottom here. But as long as it kind of holds this, I'm actually looking at this. I would say, I'll give you a target on this. trading above here right now. Trading above where it is. I think they should probably go up here and test this. What is this? 98.5 area. And above there, they could really take off. It should go back up here and test this area, 98.5, right up in here pretty soon. Yeah. So I think today's kind of a critical day. I mean, well, as long as they remain up in here above this 90 level, I think they're going to 98. And then, if they break out above there, it will go, should go like $12 from there. Should go to 110 pretty easily after that. That's what I'd be looking at. Anyway, that's what I see there. Let me put this back down here. Go here, make this 5 up. 5. Let's go here and here. And I'm gonna let's see here. Here. Well, that's about all I have. As I said, they almost got down to the daily range expansion, but they need like 8 more points. In this ES and about 50 in the NAS, so we'll see what happens. It could be quiet now from here. I think there should be a. So look at the 10 a.m. Oh, that's Orsh speaks, and let's see, Jackson Hole Symposium all day. There'll probably be something out of there today too. I think this is the last day. Beautiful place, Jackson Hole. If you've never been there, oh my God. I'd like to go back and do more hiking there. Intel definitely acting good today. I've got to get that back in. Oh boy. Oh. Whew. Well, I'm back after all this moving. I still have to unpack and get my office straightened out and the rest of the house here straightened out. But once that's done, I'm going to wholeheartedly be working on a lot of projects, programming, a lot of things that I have want to update, redo. Have some great ideas about stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be like 200 to 400 hours of programming to get me where I want to be. So it's going to take a couple months. I'll have a lot of it done pretty quickly. Pretty damn quickly. Anybody have any questions about anything, about what I've done? The standard deviation levels are really pretty important because that's where all the big options groups have to adjust. So by the way, cold brew coffee. We've been drinking that Starbucks cold brew this summer. It's really, really good. Here we may get the rest of that expansion down to the downside. And in a few more minutes, I'm going to have to leave because I have some stuff I have to take care of. And it's all good. Here my charts over here. Couple more minutes to be the first hour. Still looking for a little expansion to the downside, very little though. Mhm. Got to get some stretches going for my back again. It's hard to get old and have your back bothering you all the time. I'm thinking big hike tomorrow. I've only done a few big hikes this summer. Really need to hit the trail before it starts getting cold. Thinking of one of my favorite hikes is Mount Parnassus. There we go. Hammer down, hammer down. Now that I'm kind of moved in, my wife might not like that, but I want to go hike. Yeah, to get another. I've only had like 4 good hikes this year. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go here. Here. Oh. Hmm. Okay, I think that's about it for me right now. Let's maybe I have this in here. No. Can't find that, what I'm looking for. Okay. I think that's it for me for right now. Nobody's got any questions. I'm still thinking we were going to get some expansion to the downside. It's close to the full range right now. I thought it would go down a little bit more, but at this point in time, it could turn around and head higher. I mean, we're back above the BGL. BGL is pretty flat, so it could chop around here all day. Anyway, thanks for joining me this morning. I will have my website updated, over the next couple of days, 2-3 days, so you can always check it out. I know there's some things I have to take care of on it, but hope you enjoyed following me this morning, and I hope you have a good day and a great weekend. Thank you. I'm gonna log out now. I'll leave my charts on for a little while. I'm gonna turn the mic and sound off. So you go here.